if you are in touch with any Indian wrestler,
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan of the Indian wrestlers.
and have you ever tried that street food of Delhi?
Yes, I actually, Erica, what are you doing? But I like to live a little bit on the edge.
So, what is the one piece of advice you want to give the youngsters who are training here at IAS?
Be yourself, that'll always be enough.
नमस्कार, द लेजेंड ऑफ देख रहे हैं आप, और आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसी एथलीट है जिनको शायद हम में से और आप में से बहुत लोगों ने टीवी पे देखा होगा, और वो एथलीट अभी IAS विद्यानगर आई हुई हैं। वो एथलीट हैं एरिका वेब। अब एरिका वेब है कौन? तो वो कनाडा की फ्री स्टाइल रेसलर रह चुकी हैं, जिन्होंने 2016 रियो ओलंपिक में गोल्ड मेडल अपने नाम किया था। सो एरिका, वेलकम टू द लेजेंड टॉप।
Yes, thank you.
First question will be about how is your experience at the IAS Vidyanagar so far?
Yeah, it's my third experience in India, but my first time in the South, and I'm just absolutely loving it. Like, the facility is incredible. I saw a peacock on the way to training yesterday. So, like, the environment is also really amazing, and just the people really make it special.
And if we talk about the facilities and the infrastructure of the IAS, how do you find the facilities are here? Is it good or they need to improve?
Yeah, the facilities here are really great. The mats, the ability to have it integrated with the residential area, the cafeteria, the strength and performance area, really bringing it all in. There's so many things that go into being a high performance athlete, and especially a high performance wrestler. So, you want to eat healthy, get lots of rest, get good training partners, be strong and fit. And so to bring it all together in one facility like they have here at the IIS, it creates a really great environment for the athletes to train under.
This is your third time in India. So if you are in touch with any Indian wrestler,
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan of the Indian wrestlers since my second time here in the PWL, and I got to really be teammates with Sarita Moore, and so that was really exciting for me, and we still are in contact, and she was like, you need to come to Delhi to visit me this time, so that was really fun and nice, and I don't think I'll have time to visit her, but it's great to stay in touch. And another example is, Sakshi Malik. She was bronze medalist in 2016, and then we met at the PWHL. And she's now taking some time away from the mats. But I got to talk with her on FaceTime yesterday with Nisha. And so to see her just doing so well. And there's just a history of incredible female wrestlers out of India that are really changing the narrative, I think, for what it means to be a woman in India, but also what it means to be a fierce wrestler on the mats. And I really look up to so many of those athletes. We have all the whole Fogat sisters. Vinesh had an incredible performance. She's an incredible person. So I really looked and aspired to be a lot like many of the Indian wrestlers.
have you ever been to Delhi? And have you ever tried that street food of Delhi?
Yes, I actually, when I was in the PWL, I did try a little bit of Indian Delhi street food, and many of the other athletes were like, Erica, what are you doing? But I like to live a little bit on the edge, so it was really fun to try.
If I talk about the Indian wrestlers, what do you feel how they are doing and how they can improve themselves?
Yeah, I think, every wrestler in the world, there's like technical aspects to the sport, tactical aspects to the sport, physical, mental, and you really kind of have to have the whole picture to be successful in the sport of wrestling. You have to do that consistently. And so I think in any area that I recommend for any athlete around the world in wrestling is to really be kind of focused, locked in, and believe in yourself on a mental side of things. You have to be able to execute technically at any time in the match. And you have to be able to push through and get that physical conditioning to be aggressive the entire match. So there's so many different features that go into being an elite level wrestler. And I'm seeing the Indian men and Indian women consistently be able to perform on the world's biggest stage. And we had the breakout performance last year by Ann Tim. And so there'll be a number of athletes on the Indian side to watch moving forward.
So any Indian athlete you particularly admire? Anyone you can name?
Anyone? I think, well,
This is a bit tricky question.
Well, I always used to say that Bajrang was one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. He was so strong, so technically gifted, so fun to watch. And so I really liked watching him.
So what is the one piece of advice you want to give the youngsters who are training here at the IAS?
Yeah, I'll give the advice that I actually received early on in my career. And so the advice is to be yourself. That'll always be enough.
ये हमारे साथ थी एरिका, जो 2016 ओलंपिक में गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट रह चुकी हैं, जिनके बारे में मैंने बताया पहले भी। ये यहाँ पे बच्चों के साथ एक ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के लिए आई हैं, और ये ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम IAS विद्यानगर में कुछ दिन के लिए चल रहा है, जिसमें ये यहाँ पे रेसलर्स के साथ साथ अदर एथलीट्स, जो अदर गेम्स के एथलीट्स हैं, उनको भी ये ट्रेन कर रही है। उनको किस तरीके से आगे सक्सेस मिलेगा उसके बारे में भी बता रही हैं। स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़ी तमाम खबरों के लिए देखते रहिए आप हमारा चैनल लर्न टॉप स्पोर्ट्स।